Welcome back to Einstein level. This video is specifically for problems 4 and 5. So if you're stuck on problems 4 or 5, you've given them a try, need a few tips, you are in the right place. Remember, you may need to have some scratch paper nearby. Let's look at number 4. Ben found a recipe for 40 pancakes that called for 10 eggs. If Ben only wants to make 5 pancakes, how many eggs should he use? All right, I've got an idea here. First, let me write down my important information. 40 pancakes, 10 eggs. I need to figure out 5 pancakes, how many eggs that would need, okay? All right, so one way to do this would be to start with my 40 pancakes and to cut it in half. So if 40 pancakes need 10 eggs, 20 pancakes would need half as many eggs, right? Because I took half of 40 is 20, half of 10 is 5. So 5 eggs. Now, let's say I want to cut that in half again. 10 pancakes. Now I need to cut 5 in half. We just did that in problem number 3. So if I cut 5 in half, I get 2 wholes and a half. So 2.5 eggs. That still doesn't answer my question, because my question is how many eggs for 5 pancakes. But if I cut 10 pancakes in half, I have 5 pancakes. And so now what I really need to do is cut 2.5 in half. Draw a picture. 2 wholes and a half. What happens when you take a half of each of those pieces? Okay, let's look at number 5. While Eric was making a cake, he put 5 cups of flour into the mixing bowl instead of 4 cups. Instead of the 4 cups the recipe called for. Oops. Now he has to change all the other amounts in the recipe. What are the new amounts? So the recipe calls for 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 cups of oats. He accidentally put in 5 cups of flour instead of 4. So we have to figure out what we would need to add to the sugar and the oats in order to balance out the recipe. So going from 4 cups to 5 cups. Some kids think to themselves, oh, I just add a cup, and so I could just add a cup of sugar, add a cup of oats. That's not quite how it works. We have to look at what fraction of 4 cups did he add. Well, he added 1 cup, and 1 is what part of 4? Okay, 1 is 1/4 of 4. So that means he added 1/4 as much flour. This is the flour. So for each ingredient, I have to add 1/4 as much. So with my sugar, it calls for 1 cup. What is 1/4 of 1? If I have 1 whole and I divide it into fourths, 1/4 of that is 1/4. So I have to add on 1/4 cup. What does that equal? And then for oats, the recipe calls for 2 cups. I have to add on 1/4 of 2 cups. So 1, 2. Now I'm going to take 1/4 of each cup. 1, 2. And 2/4 is the same as a half. So I have to add on a 1/2 cup for my oats. See if you can finish that up. Good luck. Sorry if you couldn't see the picture. I slid it up now.